You know, guys, cinema is a very subjective art form, isn't it? Right? It's always a subjective art form. It's been criticized a lot since its creation. It's always been talked about, good, bad, or the ugly. And we're always looking for like the next best thing. You know, the next thing to come by and knock our socks off. I mean, I'm looking forward to Scorsese's The Irishman for its de-aging technology and how it's utilized. I'm looking forward to 1917 for digitally stitching together what is going to appear to be a one-shot, 2-hour-long movie through World War I. These are things that get me excited. But you know what else gets me excited? Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What stories are going to be told, the interconnectivity of it, the team-ups of characters. I can like different things. I do like different things. Martin Scorsese, on the other hand, I believe at the age of 74 or 76 years old, apparently he's not a gigantic fan because he's under some fire today. He's catching a lot of crap today. Saying that Martin Scorsese compares Marvel movies to theme parks, saying that's not cinema. Marty, booby, it's cinema, man. May not be the type of cinema that you like, but it is cinema. And there's no way you can really argue against that. It is absolutely, positively cinema. And it's the highest grossing cinema in the world. So, saying here, while Marvel Studios has been attracting prestigious filmmakers like Ryan Coogler and Chloe Zhao to take its ranks for the last few years, one lauded director who won't be venturing into the MCU is living legend Martin Scorsese. Why would he, though? Why? I mean, why would he? Those aren't the kind of movies he likes to make. I mean, he rarely makes a bad movie. The last bad movie I saw him make was Hugo, and that was 8 years ago. And yeah, Hugo was bad. It was terribly bad. Like, the last 20 minutes were really good, but oh my God, the rest of it was terrible. Anyway, the iconic filmmaker and film historian was asked his thoughts on the Marvel Cinematic Universe recently, and he is not crazy. In fact, or crazy about them, I should say. He might be crazy, but he's not crazy about them. Speaking to Empire, he says he doesn't view them as cinema, saying, I don't see them, revealed Scorsese. I tried, but that's not cinema. Honestly, the closest I can think of them, as well made as they are, with actors doing the best they can under the circumstances, is theme parks. It isn't cinema of human beings trying to convey emotion, psychological experiences to another human being. And that, I'm going to argue that's not entirely true. And the reason why it's not entirely true has everything to do with the emotional resonance that fans felt after Endgame. When Tony Stark sacrificed himself and ultimately in order to save Spider-Man. At the end of the day, he brought everybody back, but it was really about Pete. It was really about Peter. That was a big one. That was a huge one. That was one for the ages. And I'm not making that up. That was a big thing. Anyway. But I think this is calling them theme parks does make sense, considering Disney is doing Avengers Campus, which is a theme park. They want to make sure people go there to go see it. I get that. I get that. But anyway, by his own admissions, Scorsese doesn't see Marvel movies. So it's possible he hasn't seen the latter, this obviously being the recent batch. Installments in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or in the better installments in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So perhaps he's unaware of how the limits of the genre are being stretched. Or maybe he has seen Black Panther and Avengers Endgame and just doesn't like him. Well, I can understand Black Panther. Black Panther didn't push the boundaries of anything. It was a simple, straightforward movie. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not ragging on Black Panther. I like the movie quite a bit. What I'm saying is that, at the end of the day, none of that mattered. It didn't matter with the movie. Nothing pushed it forward. I mean, where were the battle rhinos in Infinity War? All right. I'm not the only one who said that either. Where are the goddamn battle rhinos? Now, Endgame, on the other hand, that was solid. That was solid work right there. Just on a technical level, on an emotional level, on a conclusion of 22 films at that point, it was just nuts. Now, anyway, to go one further here, the guy says, this is the article, the editorial. I don't think serious film fans actually want Scorsese to direct a superhero movie. There are limitations within that genre, of course, and as good as films as Endgame and Spider-Man Homecoming are, you don't necessarily feel like only the Russo brothers and John Watts, respectively, could have directed those films. On the flip side, what is The Wolf of Wall Street without Scorsese's masterful handle on tone and theme? Who's making movies like Silence? This guy is a singular talent, so I'm personally fine with him steering away. Truth be told, I think that there are stories in the MCU that Scorsese could tell. I think Scorsese could handle something darkly comedic. I think Scorsese could handle something as tonally challenging in some aspects as The Punisher. I think he would dive into just who Frank Castle is. You know, granted, this Punisher, John Bernthal was more of a Travis Bickle type character going into it. You know, heavily influenced by Scorsese. Even Joker, heavily influenced by Scorsese. And honestly, the way Todd Phillips shot Joker, very much like Scorsese. So, you know, he's been mimicked in these genres. What would happen if he came in and directed one of these films? What would happen if he came in and he directed like a Joker sequel, which at the amount of money it's making, I think a sequel is kind of like happening. I think Warner's is not going to sit there and walk away from $100 million and $90 million opening weekend. But that being said, I would like to see Scorsese do this. I would like to see him tackle it. You know, what would be the kind of story you could tell? It'd be interesting. That's all I'm trying to say there. Anyway, your thoughts, your opinions. I'm looking forward to them. Let me know in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. And if you like the channel, if you like what I do here, if you want to see me direct a Marvel movie, come over here to patreon.com/Matt Jarbo. It's not going to help me get a Marvel movie, but it is definitely going to help me get, something along those lines. Maybe some attention. I don't know. YouTube is being all sorts of a mess right now, so anything really helps out. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.